The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demaryius Thomas, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, Prescott. Cooper's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On 2nd down, Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Shift.
Now Bell. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's the mark. He's scared.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
3 down. Ready?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. He's going to field this at the 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hey, 47.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott buying time to his left. And that's Elliott, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
46.
At the 37-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You must be.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
Check 26.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Darnold. And he finds his man Griffin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And this is knocked away and incomplete, but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So forget the 3-and-out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with them in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years, then sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. That's complete. It's Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, he's got the first down inside the 10. Caught here by Griffin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
Here we go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Darnold. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Ficken's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They find some open field here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the counter, here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go, son.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, son.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, check.
Young lady.
Here we go. 50.
Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Anderson a first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. Let's get there.
47.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Cowboys.
Here we go. Full right in.
Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, tighten down.
The first down carry by Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. They'll roll him out right. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll buy some time right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Jets take over first and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man, I got you. 80.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
It's hot. Mark 55. Mark 50.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop.
Watch 83. Watch 83.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
Switch. Hey, switch gear.
We're going to 54. Line 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now.
Here go 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You ain't touching.
Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bell. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.